Hello, Trevor.
Hi, Marc.
Welcome to the adventure. What are you doing on the adventure today, Trevor?
We're talking about movies.
About time for top 10 lists. I think I saw 64 this year, and you saw 70?
76.
76. So we've seen our fair share, and we know that the Lorax is the best.
My number 10 of the year is an obvious pick, Avengers. It was amazing that he pulled it off.
My 10, I don't know if you saw. I'm going with Holy Motors. Didn't know how it was sitting with me while I was watching it. It probably wasn't until a day later. I'm like, man, that doesn't get nominated for some acting stuff. It's
The Hobbit. I really liked it, despite not being one of my favorites.
I think my thoughts on Hobbit were I wasn't more upset than I expected to be.
Exactly.
Ruby Sparks.
Yeah. Zoe Kazan?
Yeah, she wrote it too. Did you know that?
Really? My number 8. I unabashedly, unironically loved Dredd 3D. Somehow, they made a really fun, really cool action movie. I really enjoyed it.
8. Skyfall.
Ooh.
The most beautiful looking Bond movie. It was the correct balance of gritty Bond.
New and old campy Bond.
Classic, campy Bond.
Number 7, Cloud Atlas.
Yeah.
I loved Cloud Atlas.
I'm just going to go ahead and interject and say 7 right there. Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas.
That's a movie that just it believes in the goodness of humanity.
Right.
Even if it's a little bit too silly, I think it's something that people needed this year.
6 is Wreck-It Ralph.
Really?
I was an animation major, so this was a big one for me. It's still very silly, but the good kind of silly.
Good silly.
So it was great.
My 6 was also Good Silly.
Good Silly.
Beasts of the Southern Wild.
I haven't seen this one yet.
Oh, it's dark. It's one of those movies like Winter's Bone that kind of opens your eyes to a culture, a subculture that is within America that you just don't even have a good understanding of. Another kind of inspirational, fun, power of humanity.
Number 5 is Looper. Going back to the makeup, which I thought was fantastic.
Whoa.
But yeah, I loved it. I was looking forward to this for a long. It seems like I've been hearing about this movie.
Was not quite what I was expecting, but was probably better than what I was expecting.
Probably, yes. And huge elements of the movie that weren't revealed anywhere.
The second trailer that came out for that movie, the dubstep trailer is what I call it. It's probably my favorite trailer of the year.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Oh, 5 for me is The Grey. Powerful Liam Neeson stuff, that little poem. I hated the ending the first time I saw it, and now that I've thought about it more, so I went into expecting B action movie where Liam Neeson fights a wolf.
Exactly.
And spoiler alert, you don't get to see him fight the wolf. And instead it's Liam Neeson tries to cope with his suicidal thoughts in the tundra.
From my 4 is Paranorman.
This is a very much you movie.
This is, exactly. I love stop motion animation. It was one of those movies that you don't really see anymore where it's sort of like a threshold movie. It's still for kids, but it's for the older kids and not quite, horrifying or scary enough for adults. Or number 4.
Les Mis. Blew me away. Anne Hathaway's a babe.
Yeah, I know.
He uses some really wide lenses that look really cool, just with these big, slow moves. During the I Dreamed a Dream song, I was getting tears. I'm getting tears right now, just thinking about it.
My 3
we're up to your 3.
is 21 Jump Street.
Nice!
This was the first case of something having no business being as good as it is.
Okay. Spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen it. That is easily the best thing Johnny Depp has done in 5 years. My 3, and we talked about it, Looper. Looper is my 3. It's very exquisite style, dark sci-fi, good performances too. We didn't really talk about it, but that's one of the better things Bruce Willis has done in a while. What's that?
I like that little kid.
Oh yeah, Pierce.
Creepy little kid.
Looper. Well done.
Nice job. My 2 is Skyfall.
When he took his mouthpiece out and his face all jacked up, that looked so good. I wish that would have happened again at the end though, the whole supervillain thing. 2 for me is Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom, I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't really get the...
Moonrise seems like a story befitting Wes Anderson's style. Yeah. So the whole thing kind of looks like a junior high play. And I don't know, I had a good time.
Number 1 is Django Unchained. It's a lot of fun.
Good.
It might be a little uncomfortable for a good part of the movie. It wasn't is he gonna get out of the building before it explodes sort of tension, as more of this is a shared, terrible part of our history that we're ashamed about.
My number 1, Safety Not Guaranteed.
Yeah?
Yeah. Talk about a movie that has no business being as good as it was. It's let's make a movie based off a meme, based off a Craigslist ad that was popular 10 years ago. It's really, this is what we're doing for movie ideas now?
Well, yeah.
And it's so charming. Really strong character development. All those characters go through a big arc of change to the end. I don't want to spoil the ending, but I was like curled up giggling in my seat, like, yay, this is what I want to happen. One of the reasons I really liked it is because that's the kind of movie that I'd like to make, I think. So that about wraps it up. If you like listening to me and Trevor talk about movies, me and Trevor are going to be talking about movies more this year in a podcast. What's our podcast about, Trevor?
It's called Picture This.
Yeah.
Where it's the two of us and two other idiots that we pitch terrible movie ideas.
I think that's it.
That's our movies.
You can click on Trevor's face to watch last week's episode. Click on his belly to watch the special Fish Sticks and Milk comedy sketch where I play Bronze Abraham Lincoln that I agreed to release once I hit 100 subscribers.
100 Skrillexes.
100 Skrillex scuba divers. Yeah. Oh, and click down at the bottom to see links to the Picture This podcast and listen to us talk about crap. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yogalates.
Yogalates.
I got juice in my beard.
Yeah.